Namaskar, Namaste. Welcome to this practice for transformation. So you're going to start in standing position in Tadasana. You'll allow yourself to bring your hands down to the sides of your body. The feet come parallel to each other. Spread your toes nice and wide as you root yourself down into the ground through your feet, pressing into the pads of the feet, the ball of the foot, the outer edge of the foot underneath the pinky toe, and either side of the heel, making sure the feet are parallel right beneath the hips, and the knees are slightly bent as the tailbone tucks forward, the shoulders away from the ears, front ribs moving down, chin parallel to the floor, gaze forward, and the palms facing forward along the sides of the body, just underneath the hips, or right along the thighs underneath the hips. Inhale the arms up above head. Exhale, bring the thumbs to your heart. And just take a deep breath in. And a big sigh. This practice is for transformation. So ask yourself, how am I changing in my life right now? What needs to shift in my life right now? And focus on that change, that transformation, calling in the healing, the metamorphosis that you need at this time. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale the arms up, open the eyes, look to the thumbs. With your gaze, keep the back of the neck long, press the hips forward slightly, even lean back a little bit, opening the heart. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, press the palms out to your sides, fold forward, swan dive all the way down. Bend your knees as you fold over the legs, lengthening the spine, letting the crown of the head fall towards the ground. Breathe here for 5 breaths. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on fingertips or on your shins, spine straight, shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head in line with the spine, spine in line with the sacrum. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands in front of your feet, step your feet back all in one long line, coming into a plank position. Feet are in line with the hips, parallel to each other on the balls of the feet, pressing out through the heels as the fingertips press into the mat, pads of the hands and heels of the hands press into the mat, pushing away from the ground, sending the back of the heart up to the sky. Tuck the tailbone in slightly, belly button up, plank pose, inhale, plank. Exhale, bend your elbows in close to your rib cage, chaturanga, down to your mat. Point your toes behind you. Inhale, lift the chest up, coming into a low cobra. Look forward, chest forward, and release the weight from your hands. Lift your hands to float just above your mat. 5 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck your toes, push your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Bend your knees a bit in this first downward dog. Pedal your feet. Bend one knee and then the other. Or bend both knees and then send the hips back up high. Opening up the spine. Let the head and neck hang between the arms. The shoulders away from the ears. Press into the earth and send the hips up high. Come to stillness. Bend the knees, let the torso and chest move towards the thighs as you look between the toes. You can shake your head no and yes, nod yes, shake no. And then let the head and neck relax, push away from the earth. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down to your mat. Bring the knees together, thighs together, feet together, point the toes behind you. Bring your arms alongside your thighs as you lower your forehead down onto your mat. coming into Garbhasana or embryo pose, becoming a little seed here, grounding yourself into the earth as you become a little seed in Garbhasana, fetus pose. And as you breathe here, consider an intention for something to grow within you. Would you like to grow greater awareness? Grow greater self-love? Grow creativity, expansion of creativity? Grow into a new idea of yourself? Grow your willpower? Find an intention that works for you. 5 deep inhales through the nose with big ha breaths out as you think of this intention. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands out in front of you, press into the palms. Slowly walk your hands back to come up onto your knees into a kneeling position. Inhale, the shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, the arms up above head. Exhale, place the hands down, face down on the thighs. We're going to raise that energy from the lower chakras up through the spine with some spinal flexion. So a seated cat-cow. So you'll inhale looking up to the sky, the chest up. And then you'll exhale looking down towards the belly button. Press the heart behind you. Inhale up. Exhale, curving inward. Inhale, open the front of the heart to the sky. Exhale, open the back of the heart to the back of your mat. And find a rhythm that works for you. Inhale, open. Exhale, closing inward. Inhale into a straight spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward onto near the front of your mat, coming into a tabletop, placing the hands beneath the shoulders, crown of the head in line with the spine, in line with the hips. The knees are underneath the hips, the palms are planted underneath the shoulders. Allow yourself to feel strong here. Inhale, open the heart forward, look up slightly, keep the back of the neck long, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, tuck the chin in, chest up high behind, look between the knees or thighs. Inhale, open the heart, cow pose. Exhale, open the back of the heart, cat pose. Inhale, open the heart, cow pose. Exhale, open the back of the heart, cat pose. Inhale, exhale. Move through 5 more at your own pace. Back into a tabletop position. Big sigh. Inhale your right arm out to your side. Exhale, bring that right arm down through the left, lowering onto the right shoulder. Inhale your left arm out in front of you, or up and behind the body to hook into the right hip. Make sure the hips are as even as you can keep them here as you twist in this thread the needle twist. squeezing out any barriers in the kidneys to higher energy, to allowing the chi to flow in the body in order to access the power of transformation. Deep breath in, big sigh, inhale, exhale, tuck your belly button into your spine, inhale, reach your hand back down, your left hand back down in line with the left shoulder, press up on your exhale, placing both hands beneath the shoulders, inhale, cow pose, exhale, cat pose, inhale, tabletop, big sigh, inhale, left arm out to the left, exhale, left arm down through the right, onto the left shoulder, you lean into your twist, inhale, right arm comes forward, or all the way behind the body to hook the hand into the left thigh. See if you can even out your hips as you rest your cheek and temple and ear of the left side on your mat. Breathing here, 5 breaths. Massaging out those kidneys. Inhale here. Big sigh. Belly button tucks into your spine. Inhale. Exhale, press your right hand down onto your mat underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, come back up into a tabletop. Exhale here. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, press into the palms, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look between the ankles. Relax the head and neck between the arms. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Hug the shoulder blades in towards each other as you press away from the ground, and at the same time as the hips rise, the chest moves towards the thighs. Heels press towards the earth. 5 breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bring the arms around the backs of the legs, bringing the hands around the ankles, the forearms just behind the calves, elbows just behind the knees. Relax the head and neck, maybe bend the knees still here. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands in front of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on fingertips or hands on shins. Exhale, plant the hands, lift your heels, bring your seat towards your heels or to meet your heels roughly, and then lift the chest up, press the knees down towards the mat, creating a shelf with the thighs, making the thighs parallel to each other. Hug the heels in towards each other to stabilize the lower body as you lift your chest up forward to the front of your mat, straight and strong spine. Inhale your arms out and up above head in your toe squat now. Exhale, thumbs to your heart center. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale here. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your fingertips out on either side of your hips and walk your hands back till you come down onto your seat. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Pull the flesh of your seat out from underneath you. Perhaps sit on a cushion if you need as you set yourself up for a caterpillar pose. You can also use a pillow between the thighs and legs. So you're going to fold forward over the legs. With the knees bent slightly, slowly walk yourself forward, fold over the legs. Let the feet fall out naturally. And again, you can place a cushion in between the chest and thighs and relax over the cushion. This is a yin posture, so we'll hold it for 3 minutes or up to 5 minutes if you're learning about teaching yin, up to 5 minutes. So hold your fold here, breathing deeply and slowly. Deep, slow breaths. Maybe sway a bit to one side and then the other. Perhaps even inhale, lift the chest up, straighten the spine some more, and then exhale, sink back in. Deep, slow breaths. Let you lengthen a little more and sink in a little deeper if you can. This posture of caterpillar pose as a yin posture means there's no pulling or pushing yourself to go deeper into the posture. You're simply allowing yourself to sink into the posture, letting your whole body relax into the posture, and gravity help you with the lengthening of the body. Bringing yourself in this caterpillar position, consider what it is you are leaving behind. What do you need to release from your body, from your life? And invite yourself to let it go through this posture. Inhale. Big sigh. Inhale. Big sigh. Inhale. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly start to walk yourself back up into a seat. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, roll out the ankles. Inhale, roll the shoulders up to your ears, point the toes to your forehead. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. And bring your feet one in front of the other, one heel in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, or shin to come into your own Sukhasana posture. So finding your easy pose or Sukhasana, taking a deep breath in, and a big sigh. Now we're going to cut away the cords of attachment to those dissolving barriers. Inhaling the arms, palms forward in front of the chest, and bringing the index fingers to point forward, crossing right over left for masculine energy balance, or left over right for feminine energy balance. Allowing your middle ring and pinky fingers to be interlaced as you bring the arms above head on your next inhale. So we're going to inhale, arms up. We're going to exhale, cutting the cords down as you lower the arms down in front of you. So the inhale, we're going to say the word Sat, and the exhale, we're going to say the word Nam. Sat, truth, Nam, name. Truth is my name, or truth is my identity. Inviting yourself to come into truth and authenticity as you cut away the cords of the old layers of your past. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale, Sat, Nam. 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 Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down onto the knees and start some Sufi grinds. Inhaling forward to the mat, exhale, pushing back and away. Inhale forward, exhale, pushing back and away from the ground. Inhale forward to the ground, exhale, push back and away. Switch directions, inhale forward but to the opposite side. Maybe you started towards the right, now go towards the left, or you started towards the left, now go towards the right. Inhale into center, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Place the hands in front of the shins. Come onto your hands and knees. If you have a cushion behind you, remove your cushion. Tuck your toes, push into the hands, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down for a low lunge position. Inhale, arms alongside the ears, palms face each other. Tilt the pelvis under, square the hips forward. Tuck the belly button in, shoulders away from the ears. Deep breath. Big breath out. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Lift the back heel and the back leg up towards the sky, straightening the legs. Send the feet back parallel to each other. Plank pose, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend of choice. Exhale, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down for a low lunge. Inhale, the arms rise. Hips square to the front of your mat. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands on either side of that left foot. Straighten out the back leg. Step the feet back. Plank pose. Chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale your right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring that foot to the outside of your right hand to lower your back knee down. Inhale, chest forward, gaze forward. Big breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale, straighten out that back leg. Step the feet parallel, plank pose. Chaturanga down. Inhale your back bend. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Finding your, left foot to the outside of the left hand, back knee down. Finding your lizard pose, chest forward, gaze forward. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten out that back leg. Step the feet back parallel for plank pose. Chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend of choice. Exhale, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand and then your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Send your seat towards your mat. Bring the elbows in to meet your knees, palms to your chest. Chest forward, gaze forward, finding your Malasana squat pose. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale. Big breath out. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale. Exhale, bring your fingertips down beneath your shoulders. Send your seat up high behind you. Bring your feet parallel on the outer edge of your mat. Fold forward. Wide-legged standing forward fold. You can bring your hands to the outsides of your feet and wrap the hands around the ankles as you relax your head and neck towards the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands beneath the shoulders, step the feet back, all in one long line, plank pose, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend of choice. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands your way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lift the heels, bring the seat to your heels. Knees and thighs press towards the ground, parallel to each other. Hug the thighs in, hug the heels in, and find your palms at heart center for toe squat. Inhale. Big sigh or lion's breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your fingertips down on either side of your hips. Bring your seat down and the soles of your feet together. Opening the knees wide, bring the hands onto the ankles, lift the chest forward, shoulders away from your ears. Baddha Konasana, bound angle or butterfly pose. Inhale here. Exhale, walk yourself forward into your butterfly. And ask yourself, what are my favorite parts of who I already am? How do I express myself? What about me do I feel is beautiful, colorful, bright, amazing, light? And fill your whole body with gratitude for the colors of your being, for the personality, the idiosyncrasies, the funny parts of yourself, the interesting parts of yourself. Find what you can within you to amplify your authentic nature, your nature as a perfect being, divine, loving energy. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back to come back up into a seat. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll them back and down along your spine. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. One more. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Bring your feet in a little bit closer to the pelvic floor and place the hands on the ankles. And you'll start to flap your knees like butterfly wings. Close your eyes. Let the energy rise from the lower body up the spine, up Sushumna, the central column of the spine, and up and out the top of the head. Light flows. Exhale, relaxing into stillness. Inhale. Exhale, stretch your legs out wide onto the edges of your mat, or wider than the edges of your mat, pardon me, so that your legs are out wide as feels comfortable to you without overstretching the backs of the legs. And again, you're going to let the feet be relaxed here as you walk yourself forward onto your mat, maybe coming onto your elbows. You can also bring your pillows underneath your chest and rest the elbows onto the pillows, and eventually maybe your forehead onto your hands. And just find a fold that works for you. You, of course, don't have to fold down very far over anything. You can also keep your hands just in front of you and fold, letting gravity bring you towards the mat. Breathing deeply and slowly. In this posture, consider your barriers, your frustrations, the stressors or anxieties which hold you back from feeling your full self. What are my stressors? What are my anxieties? Bring them up and breathe them out. We'll take 10 deep ha breaths here. Inhale. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe you sink in a little deeper and just breathe 10 more deep, slow breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, press into the palms and push yourself chest away from your mat. Walk your hands back towards the thighs. If you have a cushion in between the legs, move the cushion out of the way. Find your spine nice and straight. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Bend the knees with the hands. Pull the feet in towards the edges of your mat. So right at the edge of your mat and about 1.5 feet away from your seat, or sort of half of one of your legs away from your seat. Place the hands on either side of the hips and lower the knees to one side and then the other, so that the knees fall into the inside of the opposite leg. Windshield wipering the legs side to side. And slowly start to swing the legs behind you and make your way back onto your hands and knees in a tabletop position. And now we're going to do some cat-cow again, spinal flexes, but this time with a quick rhythm. Inhale, look up, chest up. Exhale, send the back of the heart up, tuck the belly button in, look between the knees. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, bring your big toes together, knees wide to the edges of your mat. Send your seat back to meet your heels. Bring your forehead down to your mat. Reach the arms in front of you. Child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale, press into the palms. Lift the chest off the mat. Bring your seat off the heels. Tuck your toes. Send your hips up and back, bringing the feet parallel, thighs, knees, legs parallel to each other, feet in line with the hips. Seat rises up to the sky, creating that triangle-like shape into your downward facing dog. Chest towards the thighs, head and neck relaxes. Inhale. Big sigh. Inhale here. Big sigh. Inhale. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands your way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Tuck your belly button into your spine. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come up to stand. Palms come together above head. Inhale. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Coming to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms rise, lean back, open the heart. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands in front of the feet, send the feet back, hands beneath the shoulders. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale in your downward dog. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, big toes together, knees wide to the edges of your mat. Send the seat back to meet your heels, wide-legged child's pose, but keep your chest lifted off your mat. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands over to your right side, folding over that right thigh if you can, or just to the inside of the right thigh. Coming into this fold and opening of the left side body. Inhale here. Exhale, press into the palms, straighten the arms, walk yourself back into center. Inhale and center. Exhale, walk your hands over towards the left, fold over that left thigh, bring your forehead down if you can. Square the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, push away from the ground, straightening the arms, walk yourself back to center. Inhale and center. Exhale, slide down onto your belly, bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms parallel to each other, fingers spread, palms facing down onto the ground. Glue the legs together, point the toes behind, shoulders away from your ears, lift your chest up, Sphinx pose. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands one on top of the other. Let the elbows come out to the edges of your mat. Bring your forehead to meet your top of your hands, back of the hands, pardon me. And just relax here, 5 breaths. Find a deep inhale, big sigh, one more deep inhale, big sigh, inhale here, exhale, reach your arms out in front of you, lower yourself flat all the way down, press into your fingertips, point your toes behind, press into the tops of the feet, and pull the length of the body a little bit. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your left hand to the outside of your left pectoral, underneath the left shoulder, pardon me, and your right hand underneath the right shoulder. And you're going to tuck the toes, push the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale in your downward dog. Exhale, walk yourself forward. Lower your seat back down onto your mat, maybe coming through that toe squat again. And send your legs out in front of you. Straight legs, point the toes towards your forehead, straight spine coming into Dandasana, hands on either side of your hips. Staff pose, the hands can be just alongside the thighs or on either side of the hips. As long as you can roll your shoulders away from the ears, keep the chest up, feet pointing towards your forehead, press the thighs down. Strong and powerful staff pose, Dandasana. And from here, deep breath in. Exhale, relax the legs, shake out the feet, shake out the arms, shake out the whole body. And slowly bringing your seat towards the center of your mat and lower yourself down onto your back. Coming down onto your back, lowering down, and slowly bring the knees in towards your chest, bring the palms at the top of the shins, squeeze the knees in towards your chest, hug the knees in towards each other. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your forehead towards your knees, coming into Apanasana, making a little ball out of your body. Deep breaths here. Inhale, straighten the legs up in the air, lower the shoulders down onto your mat, the arms alongside the alongside the hips, palms alongside the hips. Flex your feet to the sky, arms along the side of the body, maybe hug your shoulder blades underneath the chest a little bit. Shoulders away from your ears, feet flexed to the sky, legs in the air. How can you recirculate not just this energy of the blood recirculating, but recirculate ideas, recirculate your routines, recirculate your energy of your space, maybe declutter your home, declutter your fridge, your body, Recirculate the energy, the prana, the life force in your whole being. What can I get moving in my life today? How can I recirculate the energy, make a shift, a movement in the energy around me and within me? Inhale here. Exhale, slowly bend the knees. Place the feet down onto your mat. And you're going to bring the feet 6 inches or so away from the seat, or just so that you can graze your heel with your middle fingers on either side. Keep the thighs and knees hugging in towards each other, the feet parallel to each other, with the feet parallel, or the toes slightly pointed inward to engage those thighs in towards each other. Press into the palms, press into the feet. Lift your pelvis off your mat, coming into a bridge posture. Keep those thighs hugging in towards each other, not splaying out to the sides. Pelvis up, hips up, shoulders, head, neck, and chest down on the ground. Breathe here in your bridge posture, 5 breaths. Inhale. Big sigh. Inhale, press the hips up a little higher if you can. Exhale, slowly lower your pelvis back down onto your mat. And one more time, bring the knees in towards your chest. Maybe roll a bit side to side, or roll a bit back and forth. And before we come into Shavasana, our last posture will be Happy Baby posture. So you'll bring your arms on the insides of the knees, so the elbows come to the insides of the knees, and press the knees out as if you're doing a squat pose. Then you can bring your hands to the shins, the ankles, or if you can, to the outsides of the feet. Flex those feet to the sky and pull your knees down towards the ground. Press your sacrum down towards the ground at the same time. So if that means you have to send the legs up a little higher and release the bend of the knees a little bit to keep the sacrum on the ground, that is better than forcing yourself to pull the knees down towards the rib cage. You want that sacrum down on the ground. So deep breaths here and Happy Baby. Inhale here. Big sigh or lion's breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knees back in towards each other and to the chest. Squeeze the knees into your chest, hands on top of the shins, just below the knees. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the legs down onto your mat. Reach the arms behind you, point your toes, reach the whole body long. Deep breath in. Big breath out. 2 more. Inhale. And relax. 1 more. Inhale, stretch, point the toes, reach. Exhale, relax the arms down to your sides, palms face up, let the feet fall out naturally, coming into your Shavasana, corpse pose. Letting yourself lay down on the ground, relaxing deeply into the earth. As you take this time for Shavasana, to integrate the transformation that is taking place within you and all around you by your intention to participate in this practice. Maybe take a few deep breaths as you relax yourself in, and then let go of controlling the breath completely. Relax your feet, relax the legs and ankles, let the feet fall out naturally as the calves soften, the knees soften, the thighs relax and soften, the shoulders roll slightly underneath the chest, away from the ears as the head and neck grows heavy, and the whole back body weighs down into the ground beneath you, sinking in ever so slightly, sinking into the earth as the earth holds space for your transformation, your metamorphosis.
Shoshanata Yakum, Cosmic Rose. White and fresh, your smell awakes my senses. You are all around me, protecting my soul and my spirits. You are part of me, and I take care of you. I give you to drink, so I will always see crystal water drops running down your leaves. send you my love, and I send you my light out of the spring of my essence.
Find a deep breath in and a big sigh out as you wiggle your toes and you wiggle your fingers, bringing your awareness through every layer of your body. As your heart opens like a beautiful flower, opening to love, to self-love, as you continue your path of transformation, taking your time to find your way up into a seat, maybe rolling onto one side or another, maybe rolling back and forth along the spine and popping up to a seat. And once you've come up into your seat, you can inhale your arms out and up, palms come above head. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Deep breath in, big sigh. Bow your head slightly and bring gratitude to your entire being, body, mind, and spirit. I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for practicing along with me. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing along with me in the yoga challenge. Tomorrow Idris will teach, and I will see you on Thursday. Blessed be.